Okay. We'll keep this brief. I was told by members of CNT to hold a press conference, and we were holding off. And then I saw that this one was being underway, and thought it was a good time while I have you here. Hope you all enjoyed the previous information dump, but we're just gonna get this started really quick. My name is Bevan Scarvey with Public Works. I was a victim of this gentleman, Ray Fritz. He mutilated and tortured many people, myself included. And we're having a press conference today just because, unfortunately, one of the main targets he seemed to enjoy was the Public Works Department. And while multiple employees have been targeted, we believe many more were as well. And based on evidence that we received from Ray Fritz's personal videotape and tape recorder collection, we are hoping to find information on these 4 employees as listed. Jonathan Yeager, his call sign was Rhino. We all have animal call signs at Public Works. He has been missing. I was able to view many of these tapes that Ray Fritz, I don't want to say gifted to me, but they became into my hands, and I was able to verify with a member of the San Andreas State Troopers that it was in fact him, and the victim was in fact deceased. A lot of these names I'm about to read are believed dead, but we hope, beyond hope, that someone out there is still alive. Jonathan Yeager, Matthew Chin, aka Mouse, Horatio Robledo. Do you guys remember his call sign?
It's like
Hoodoo, I think it was.
Yeah, it's some sort of Chilean bird, a poodoo.
It's a deer.
Oh, it's a deer, not a bird.
Oh, dear.
There was Sally Floor, polar bear. That one is a little bit trickier because she's believed to still be alive based on the tape recorder recording from Ray Fritz's final day. And we believe that Travis Ray may have been a victim of the hand skiller. We're not sure how to get in contact with him. But yes, Public Works was targeted, and we have been continuously targeted by multiple entities, criminal or otherwise. Hell, some of the police like to target. But just want to let everyone else, out there know, we will not be intimidated. Okay, I was rescued by a member of the Public Works, and I'd like him to come up on stage right now, Cooper Bergowitz. When the shit hit the fan, Cooper kept his cool and totally Steven Seagal'd Ray Fritz's fucking neck and snapped it, killing him. As a member of the Public Works, not many people know this, I am able to award the key to the city in Cooper. Here you go.
Oh my God.
Here's the key to the city.
Oh, thank you.
Stay up here with me, Cooper.
Ah! I just snapped the key.
Oh
like
my
I
God.
snapped Ray Fritz's neck. Because I'm no better than anyone else. I don't deserve a key to the city. I don't believe anyone deserves a key to the city. You know what I do believe is that Bevins was saved that day. I believe that law enforcement failed to act. Obviously, we just had a conference about how the judge basically just let that happen. I'm not sure if anyone else was able to
Hang on,
read between all that stuff.
I appreciate your humbleness, Cooper. I appreciate where you're coming from, but we're not here to throw shade, all right? I will not be turning over the tapes
my Bevan Scarvey book, signed
to anyone,
by Bevan Scarvey.
law enforcement or otherwise, because I do not trust any of you. But I am hoping that if you have any information on Ray Fritz or his associates, we do believe that there was an accomplice who is still involved, and this case is still active. Now, I understand this is a lot of information, but if there are any questions, we'd be happy to attempt to answer them at this time. And sir in the front with the white shirt and the black tie with the haircut.
Hey, how are you? Is there plans to upgrade public works security if you're so concerned about attacks?
We've considered
we did
hiring
Billy.
Yes, we've considered hiring some of the services in the city, such as Merryweather or the other one. What is it, SecuroServe? But we found that some things just aren't worth safety.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't like dealing with them. Okay, I don't like talking to them. You won't either if you did for 10 minutes. Another question?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Well, 1 second. Baby blue shirt with the finger up, the sunglasses.
Yeah, Mr. Garvey, is Public Works employees allowed to carry a firearm while they're on duty?
So we have a very strict don't ask, don't tell policy when it comes to guns. I hate guns. I think cause more problems than they solve,
Oh, that's funny.
which is why hand-to-hand combat is always the preferred method, as Cooper demonstrated with his neck snapping ability.
That's right. That's right.
If you do see a public worker pull a gun for no fucking reason, let me know. I'll promptly fire them because we're not cops. Okay, we're not heroes. We're just better than all of you.
Yeah.
All right,
Nice.
blue sweatshirt.
With public
Also
works
hates
being a target of
firefighters.
so many different, I guess, crimes, is there any
raising my
plan to
hands.
update the public works training manual to, I guess, increase awareness on these kinds of things
Great
that public
question.
workers have to deal with?
I would say that normally, if a public worker felt intimidated, he could call 311, get an escort on a call. We do get 211s out in the boonies and are often robbed and stabbed, shot, beat up, anything you can imagine, tortured for weeks, you know. But as of late, it's harder to get that response. So we will be making some adjustments to our headquarters and, in fact, moving altogether. Front row.
I've been ignored.
Will there be an action film about the heroic acts of snapping that guy's neck?
That's not for me to answer, but it's a great idea. That's your
One
question.
final question: How does the Public Works Department feel about the inaction of multiple emergency services trying to get you back to
Glad
safety?
you asked, Nick. I don't blame anyone for my slow rescue. It was a tough situation. What I do blame the MCD is for every other case that they haven't solved, which I believe is in the triple digits. So you want change, take to the streets, call them out on their bullshit, and make them feel dumb because they are. Cash.
Yes, thank you. Is it true that you have active warrants out for your arrest from the fashion police?
I wouldn't be able to know. You could check the MDT. It wouldn't be my first warrant. Nick,
Are you actively endorsing riots in the city?
collector.
What is your plan for recruitment if you need to maybe buddy up for more safety?
Well, the fact is, our calls are very sporadic. Some nights we get 5, some nights we get 500. It's impossible to say. We like to ride more than one person to a truck, but sometimes it's not feasible. And there are a lot of employees like Dan White here who has better things to do than tow, who just straight up won't get in a tow truck.
Catch Storage Wars
Dan
on
White, you're doing
CNT?
great with your career. Don't worry.
Thank you.
So, in the
Sorry,
future-
Mr. Garvey.
Don't interrupt me, Dan.
Damn it.
It's okay. No, in the future, we'd like to prep our drivers a little bit better for capture, but I believe the idea of pulling a gun and shooting somebody who's trying to rob a tow truck driver just causes the situation to escalate way further than we'd like. I'd rather have a driver get kidnapped and have a wild ride of a night than get shot 10 seconds into talking to somebody. Nick.
When you say you're preparing for capture, do you mean you're going to teach your public workers taekwondo?
I don't believe Merrick. Can you answer this? What martial arts does Steven Seagal practice?
I believe he practices Aikido.
So we'll be training our drivers in Aikido and Krav Maga.
That's right. I already know it, as you can tell. You know,
Sounds scary.
Ray Fritz is dead.
Wolf.
So, being that at least you believe that there is an accomplice to Mr. Fritz that is
Thank
still
you
on
for
the
saying
loose,
that.
do you believe that members of Public Works may still be targeted by said accomplice, or even members of the public?
Well, that's why we're holding this press conference. I know we like to keep it light. God forbid we have fun at these things and don't fall asleep, Logan Stryker. But the fact is, we think that this isn't over. And we believe, based on the videotapes and tape recordings that I witnessed with my own eyes, that this is not a solo act by Ray Fritz. And if you have any information on his accomplices, friends, or otherwise, we can hope and pray that we can get to people like Polar Bear, Sally Floor, before the accomplice is able to. Nick.
Will there be a cash reward for information leading to the capture of Ray
Fritz's
That's fair. You open yourself up. Hang on. Let me confer with Cooper really quick.
Uberwitz.
Hold on, whisper. The biggest reward?
I
mean, it's probably from some cop shooting someone back. Someone would be like, I don't know, probably like under
Yeah, it's
100,
Friday
maybe
night. You guys
100.
should
We
have
I'll
should-
throw out
some,
20 grand for someone who
like
fixes this whole
after-
problem.
Oh. You guys should definitely do
Are
like,
you
a team
actively?
bonding
Never mind, you
experience.
guys
No.
tonight.
I want to make this very clear.
Dancing.
If anyone here
music.
has information that leads to the arrest of Ray Fritz's accomplice
Oh, no,
and
he's gonna
saves
offer an amount.
Polar
Oh, no.
Bear, we will give you $1
no.
million.
You don't have $1 million.
We have $1 million. We have plenty. We don't spend money. Money means nothing. We have $1 million.
Me too. How governmental of you.
Yep. And sorry, but I can't put a price on a person's life. Nick. Nick.
Would that allegedly be captured dead or alive, or would that allegedly not be that?
Oh no.
Live, definitely.
Allegedly.
If you can bring Polar Bear back to the Public Works Department, you'll get $1 million. Whether that's a dead body or an alive body.
A polar bear?
Yes, Sally Floor.
I meant of the accomplice.
Oh, we don't give a shit.
Thank you.
I appreciate you all for coming out here. I know you came for the other press conference, and we kind of piggybacked it, but, while you're here, who wants to make 2 drives?